Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday, but first let's have our shout out to Nikki, Channy, Myra, Joyce, Victoria, Daggy, Sue, and Sherry Berry. I appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, today we're going to make an easy envelope tie pocket. I got my inspiration from these two channels right here. And I'm going to do my version, and of course you know that my version will be easy. So first you want to start with an envelope. You don't have to get security envelope. Plain envelope is fine. I did get mine from Dollar General. These happen to be 3 inches, 3 5/8 inches by 6 1/2 inches. And after you get your envelope, I guess I thought I had one out already, but here we go. Let's grab one out of here. What you'll want to do is you will want to open it up so it will lay flat completely. I must have bought the box of envelopes that has super glue here because I found this to be extremely difficult opening this up. So what I did was I got my little spray bottle. It's not alcohol, it's filled with water, but it does have a couple drops of alcohol just to keep it from, growing anything inside. And what I did was I actually just had to spray it with the water. And then I had to let it sit for a while. It probably sat for a good half hour. And then I had to work it open. In doing so, I have ripped some of my envelopes, and they look like this now. So they're kind of like, this one has a hole in it right there, and they're not very nice. This one's ripped too. It's really ripped right here. It's got a problem here. It's even got a problem over here. But you could still use these. So to show that you can still use it, let's use the ripped up one, okay? So I'm just going to just kind of see how ripped up it is here and see if I can make it any smoother by getting rid of some of these pieces. So, alrighty. Let's look on this side. What does it look like? All right, it'll be all right. So the next thing is I have 2 pieces of paper here. This one is a William & Morris piece of paper. Isn't that beautiful? And then I decided to use my other one as being just a coffee-dyed piece of paper. These are copy weight papers, nothing heavy here. So what I want to do first is I want to cover this whole side, one whole side with this. And I want to make sure that this print is on this side, so the flaps like this. I want my paper to be on this side. So I need to turn this over like this. I'm going to be applying my glue onto here. And to get it on here for one whole piece of paper, I am going to have to lay it at an angle. Someone's going to say, what is the size of your paper? My paper is a little over 8 by a little over 10 1/2. Now, the size of this paper is going to will be determined by the size of the envelope that you choose, okay? So I'm going to get my glue, and I wish I had turned it this way, and any glue will do. If you like glue sticks, use glue sticks. If you like white glue, school glue, use that. Use whatever glue that you like. Mine happens to be Tombow glue. So I think it's down far enough. What I'm going to do is just apply my glue to the edge of my open envelope, just all the way around, and a little bit on the inside, some on the folded flap. Just gonna do just like this, okay? And as I do this, I'm going to tell you what is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. It's a Facebook group that I have. The link is down below. I invite you all to join. In the group, all you have to do is make sure you accept the rules. What are the rules? The rules are very simple. It's just to be kind to everyone, and there's no selling. And that doesn't mean there's no selling. That just means you can't sell on that side. That's all that means. And what we do is I post a video of a project every Tuesday, and I invite you to show us your version of that project on this Facebook group. Our personalities do come out in our crafting, and we all would love to see everyone's version of the project. I also put my pictures of the project up there. You get an up close and personal look at the project, and all the examples that I show, I put pictures there. So if you'd like to join, the link is down below, and make sure that you accept the rules. Otherwise, I can't accept you into the group. So we're just mounting our envelope onto our page. Okay. Now, I am going to sit it aside to let it dry before I go any further. Alright, so next what I'd like to do is bring my scissors in, and I'm just going to trim around this template. So very easily done. We're just going to trim this around just like this, and we are going to be taking out the little notches that is in the envelope as well. Now when you come across the part, maybe if you have an envelope like mine, and this part of the envelope is totally missing, I'm just going to go ahead and pretend it's there, and just go ahead and cut along the edge right here, okay, just like it still exists. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pretend that envelope's still there, and I'm going to just trim it just like that. And I'm going to trim down this way. This envelope, or these envelopes, have a flat side, meaning one of the flaps is completely flat. It doesn't have its point anymore. And that's going to come in very handy. So if your envelope does not have one of the points, not the side, this is the top and the bottom, take the one what I would consider the bottom and cut that point off, okay, because we don't need it, and we need it to be flat for this project. Alright, so now we look like this. We're looking good. Now what we want to do is we want to take our second piece of paper. Now whether you've chosen a print, or whether you've chosen something like I have and a coffee dyed piece of paper, whatever it is that you chose for, whoops, I forgot to finish cutting all my little pieces out. What is going on here? Okay, just wipe that off. We have to, I don't know how I got off track there, but I did. It doesn't take much to get me off track, guys. Okay, so we're going to trim our little pieces, or it's not going to be an envelope, and we won't know where to fold it, right? Right. So easily fixed, very easily fixed. All right, now we're going to apply our second piece, and I'm just going to get this all attached. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did for my first one, so you probably don't need to see that, and I'll come back as soon as I get it on there. Alright, you guys, so I've mounted the paper, I've inked around the edge, and I've chosen to sew around the edge as well. It's not necessary to sew or to ink. Alright, so now it's time to fold it back into an envelope. So remember I said that this part is going to be the bottom. So let's start with the flaps right here on the side, and let's just fold them in. Okay, and then let's fold this one in, just like this. It's looking good already. And then we're going to fold the bottom up. So here we go, folding the bottom up. Alrighty, and then we're going to fold this one back on itself. We're not folding it this way, we're going to fold it the other way. So we're folding it backwards, and let's get this done right here. Just like that. So now we're looking like this. Now we're going to pull this open and take these like this, and we're going to pop that one down and then these back. Since I'm inking this project, I'm going to go ahead and finish by inking that fold right there. Now I have a lightweight piece of paper. It's from a very, very old paper pad. And I thought this color went beautiful with this. I have my 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm going to punch out 2 circles. Now, you can use rivets if you have rivets, and if you have a rivet gun and all that good stuff, rivet setter I should say, then you can use rivets. But I know that not everyone has rivets, and I'd like to make this inclusive for everyone. So I've come up with this instead of the rivets. So we've got 2 circles. We're going to mount them or glue them right here, okay? So once more, I'm going to get my Tombow glue. I'm going to get the one that's been point down so it will come out quickly. And I'm just going to put my glue right on here like this. And then I'm going to put this one on the other tip. Oh, come on now, glue. Right here. Now, the next step, I'm going to need this to be dry. It's not going to work unless those 2 circles are dry. All right, hopefully it's dry enough to continue. So I'm going to grab my hole punch, and it's my regular standard size hole punch, and I'm going to punch a hole in the middle of my circles, just like that. And do the other one just the same. So now we look like this, right? The next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my 1/8 inch satin ribbon, and I'm going to place this going down into the first circle, across and up through the second circle. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space now, or ribbon. If you have sari silk or maybe baker's twine or whatever it is that you choose to make your tie, you're going to put it in the exact same way, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a bow. I have 3 examples that I will love to show you in just a second. Now you can further decorate this. There's a butterfly, there's a label. You can do all kinds of things with this. In my next video, I am going to show you something special that we're going to make to go inside. So I grabbed my other examples. So to use this, you can sew this into a signature right here, and it can be a flap, a pocket that has a flap or a flip. You could glue this part down onto a page. You could flip it up this way, or you could just take a paper clip and you could paper clip it onto a page. So you can also use this to stick another piece, maybe a tag or something inside here. I absolutely love these. I think they're beautiful, and I love this easy version, right guys? So here's another one. Oh my goodness, right? It's so pretty in the pinks. I love it. Here's one in a tealy blue color, just like that. And I do have one more. I think this might be my favorite. I really put 2 pretty bold prints together, and I think it worked out nicely. You guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.